episode we have a special guest, Martin Annegarn, or also known as MA Knives. Martin recently announced a collaboration with a Chinese manufacturer, Tuya Knife, and he is today here to do an interview about this collaboration. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we do this interview in a slightly different setting to keep distance, social distance from each other. So you don't see us both behind the table, but we have separate tables, separate views of angle.
Hi, I'm Martin Annegarn. I'm from Holland. I am knife maker since 2001. From profession, I'm an instrument maker. I'm an engineer at a company that makes medical equipment. I am married, have 2 children, and my passion is the making of folding knives. Folding knives I make, you name it, I can make it. It's from all kinds of locking systems with all kinds of materials. The blade material I'm using is RVL 34. I think that's one of the best materials. RVL stands for Robert William Loveless. He is the first one that used RVL. I love to make flipping systems, rotating on ball bearings. I make the normal flippers, and a specialism of mine is the front flipper. Blade shapes in sheepfoot, bayonet style, fighting style, Bowie, it's all possible. Now that the restrictions for the knives are coming closer and closer, I am specializing in slip joints, and the slip joints I make are the crown fossés. Crown fossé is a slip joint with a heavier closing mechanism. One of the knives I'm producing for quite some time now. This is the Mars knife. It has a non-locking system, it's easy to open, and it's street legal. I called it the MAS, stands for Martin Annegarn Street Legal. I started to make it because somebody asked me if I can make a knife that was once made by Bob Tersuola. Bob Tersuola made a knife with a rather simple system with 2 springs in the liner with detent balls. So I made it and came out in this model. The model is about 7 centimeters long, so it's legal in practically all countries. I showed you the knives, now I want to show you the system. The system is quite easy. It's like making a liner for a liner lock, only the spring is in the middle, with a detent ball, and for its titanium you can make a spring out of it. The blade has the half moon for the stop pin, that's here, so you don't have any stop pin that will show. The blade has 3 detent holes, the big one and 2 smaller holes. The big one is for the position when it's open. That means the ball goes in a little bit more, so you have more detent than you have it on the smaller holes. That make it easier to open and harder to close it. So put it all together. This is the half stop, and closed. And I have to press it, of course. Half stop, and open. That's all to it. This was a very popular knife. Somebody said, well, would you like to make a collaboration? He said there's a company in China called Tuya Knives, who's very interested. They love it for its street legal. They think it's a beautiful knife. I sent them drawings and they said, no problem, we can make it. They are very cooperative. So after a while they came with the prototype. It's quite similar, like the original one. and it works perfectly. Not too soft to close and easy enough for everybody to use it. It's small, it's elegant, you don't need nail nicks to open it, for it's easy. This is the model they sent, this is the first prototype. Of course, it's not perfect, but that was not expected. So we told them we like it a little wider here, a little closer to the bolster. And in a couple of weeks, we expect the final prototype that would be quite similar to this knife. This one is maybe a little bigger, but the blade is bigger. This one is perfect. This one is becoming perfect. Especially for the future, for all the restrictions they are making for locking knives, one-hand opening knives, I think this is a perfect solution for it. It will be legal in Germany, England, all countries that have the restrictions. I think and I hope this will be a perfect knife for everybody. The materials I use on my custom knives is RWL 34 or RWL 34 with all kinds of materials for the handle. That's only for the customs. For Tuya knives, they make the blade out of M390, also a perfect steel, well known. The liners, titanium, 1.5 millimeters thick. The backspacer, also titanium, to keep it light and easy to wear. In your pocket, in your hand, purse, everywhere you want. The material we are using with the collaboration knife, the StreetLegal, is desert ironwood. Of course, maybe in the future we can use bolsters, other materials, but first of all, this will be the StreetLegal as it is. It is possible to order custom knives from me to your likings. I appreciate it when it's a model that I like, that I use to make. The materials, everything is possible. The only thing is, you have to be patient, because, like I already told, it's not my main job. I have to do the knife making in my spare time, mostly in the weekends, evenings, whenever I can. But it takes some time, so you have to be patient, but it's always possible. The way you can order my knives is by visiting my website or send me an email in the Instagram account. You can find everything you like.